Good morning, students. Some of the swing components are covered in overview of swing components. Remaining swing components we are covering here. That is, we are starting with the checkboxes. The J checkbox class, which provides the functionality of the checkbox. It is a concrete implementation of abstract button, and some of the constructors are shown here. Within that constructors, we are specifying the parameters. See. First constructor name is J checkbox icon. It contains the parameter of icon, and second checkbox is icon I boolean state. Third checkbox is string s. Fourth checkbox is string s and boolean state. Fifth constructor is string s icon I. Sixth one is J checkbox string s icon I boolean state. In this, all these constructors, whatever the word specified means, icon represents the icon for the button. That means whatever the icon image or picture, whatever you are selecting from your database, that will shown on the particular checkbox. And next one, in second constructor we have specified the boolean state. Boolean is the data type of the state. State is the variable name. Here state, if you are specifying as a true, means that checkbox is selected one, checked one. If you are specifying state is false, means that is unchecked checkbox initially, default, whenever you are creating. So third one is the string s. That means here we are specifying the some text to display on the checkbox. Some text to display on the checkbox. So that we are specified with the variable s and of the string data type. And next one, fourth checkbox constructor will contains the string s and a boolean state. By this constructor, we are giving the text whatever it is displayed on that particular checkbox, and we are specifying the state of that checkbox also. True or false. True means checked one, false means unchecked one. Next one type of constructor is string s and icon. Here we are specifying text as well as the image. Images we are selected from the database, and through the particular path for that particular image, like if the image is stored in the D folder, stored in the D drive, as well as in one folder name is picture, then we will give the particular path D colon slash folder name is picture. Within that, whatever the particular image is there, like pick 1, pick 2, if I want to select the pick 1, I will give slash and pick 1. That total path we will give within that icon. And string is here whatever the text along with this image, whatever the text need to be displayed, that is specified in this constructor. Next one is the checkbox. String s icon I boolean state. By this constructor, we are specifying the text as well as the image as well as the state of that checkbox. If it is true means checked one, if it is false means it is unchecked one. So whenever you want to create the checkbox, with the some image or some text, you can create by using this type of constructor by sending sending parameters. If you are sending the particular route path for particular picture, then image will select and that will displayed on the checkbox. Otherwise you can specify simply some text which should be displayed beside that checkbox, and also we can specify the state of that one, if it is checked or unchecked. Like this we can create the checkboxes by using these are the swing components. But if you are specifying, once again I am repeating that one, if it is a J checkbox means it is a swing component. Simply if you are using the checkbox means that is the AWT component. Here I am giving the information about the J checkbox. So it will implement the abstract button. So all are present in that. Already we know where these buttons are present means in the packages. JavaX.swing package. Within that only all these type of components are present in that. Already hierarchy is also shown in the overview of components. Here we are going to the next component, combo boxes. Swing also provides the combo box. It is a combination of text fields and drop down list through the J combo box class, which extends the J component, which extends the class of J component. Here this is the one type of component which we are adding to the container. Container may be the frame, panel or dialog. So whatever may be the container, this component we can add to that one. After that we can use that one. And the component type here is a combo box. Already I said you, it is a combo box is a combination of text field and drop down list. A combo box normally displays one entry. However, it can also display a drop down list. Whenever you are clicking that one, it will display the drop down list that allows a user to select a different entry. You can also type your selection into the text field. Like whenever you are filling the applications, this type of combo boxes we will get. Simply they will give the description. After that one text box will display with the small triangular, reverse triangular at the end of that text box. Whenever you are clicking, it will give the drop down list. Otherwise you can type that whatever the item you want to select, that if you are typing that one, automatically it takes from the drop down list. So it contains the combination of text field and drop down list. To write the code to create this combo type of box also, there are constructors are there. For this J combo box, two types of constructors are there. One is without any parameters. Simply it will create the one combo box which contains the simple text field as well as the drop down list. Another one is the J combo box with this vector v. Vector v means here we are sending vector as a parameter. Vector means it is a collection framework which will store the list of objects, so that we are sending as a parameter here. So whatever the vector contains the elements, that elements are shown as a drop down list here. Here v is a vector that initializes the combo box. Items are added to the list of choices via add item method, whose signature is, that is syntax is like void add item object is the predefined class. For that, simple obj is the object. Obj is the object to be added to the combo box. If you are selecting to create the combo box, first type of constructor, that means J combo box without any parameters, then after that it will create the empty combo box. Then if you want to, then we need to add the items to the drop down list. Then we are using the method of void add item. Whatever the how many items you want to add, you can add items by using this type of method. Otherwise, if you are selecting the second type of constructor directly, here we are sending the vector as a parameter. Vector is a collection. Vector will contain the elements already with one name like v. Here we are for example purpose we are taking vector v. V is a one unit name for the group of elements. That group of objects will display as a drop down list. If you are selecting the first type of constructor, then only we need to add the items. Otherwise, already some vector is there, some items are stored, some elements are there with the combo box. If you want to add one more add item, then we can go for the other type of method. Here whatever the specified void add item object obj. So this is the one more type of component. You can create this component. After that, add this component to the container, whatever may be the container, it may be the frame, panel or dialog. After that, it will display that one. First create the container. First create the container and component. Add the component to the container and specify the position, size of the component, size of the container. Then after that, if you make it as a visible, then only it will display to the user. This is the one more type of component, swing component combo boxes. So already I told you these type of all components are present in the swing package. So whenever you want to create the components, first you need to import the javax.swing package into your program. Then write the remaining code. For creating the component, for creating the container, already I told you which are covered in the overview of swing components video. That are two ways are there: extending the predefined class like frame and J component. Otherwise, create the object to the predefined class, J radio button, J checkbox, like that, J combo box. J combo box. Create the object through that object. Invoke the predefined methods and use the constructors to create that component. After that, add to the container. And make it as visible to the user. So here one more component is radio buttons. Radio buttons are supported by the JRadio button class, which is concrete implementation of once again abstract button. So these type of all are comes under the abstract button, and here also some type of constructors are shown here with the parameters. Depending upon that parameters, we can send as a depending upon that parameters, it will create the JRadio button. Here in these constructors also, I represents the icon of the button and boolean state represents the once again. If it is true, button is initially selected, otherwise it is not. And string is whatever specified in the constructors. S means whatever the text you want to display beside that radio button, that is specified on that. And after that, if you want to add one more option to this radio button, sir, then we can go for the wide add abstract button AB. AB is the reference to the button to be added to that particular group. Elements are then added to the button group by the following method I already told you. So these are the different type of constructors are used to create the radio buttons. First one is the JRadio button icon I. Here whatever the image you want to display beside that radio button, you can specify that one with the root, with the path. Next constructor is icon I boolean state. Here you are displaying that image beside that radio button, as well as you are specifying the state of that button. If it is a true means it is selected one, if it is a false means it is not selected one by default. Third one is text. Here we are specifying only the text. Fourth one is text as well as state of that radio button. Fifth one is text with the image. Last one is image, some text and state of that radio button also. These are all components. Where we store these components? In the containers. And to create these type of components, create these type of swing components, what is the package we required means javax dot swing package. We need to first import the package, because whenever you are writing the import javax dot swing dot asterisk, then it imports all the sub packages, predefined classes, predefined methods into our program. After that, you can create object or you can extend the predefined class. By that, create the component and add to the container. Is that clear? So this is about the radio buttons. Next one is the tabbed panes. Tabbed panes. A tabbed pane is a component that appears as a group of folders in a file cabinet. Here, before that, we are having the list of items. In combo box and radio buttons, list of options are there. In radio buttons, we can select only the one, list of options are there. Here in tabbed pane, it contains the group of folders, not only the complete single element. Here we are having the group of folders. Each folder has a title. Whenever the user selects that folder, the contents of that folders will become as visible. Only one folder is selected at a time. Tabbed panes are commonly used for setting configuration options. Generally, this is used for in real time for setting the configuration options. It will contains the group of folders where we can select one folder only at a time. When you are selecting that folder, then only its contents of that folder are displayed on the screen. Tabbed panes are encapsulated by the JTabbedPane class, which extend the once again J component, because these all the components are under the J component only. We will use its default constructor. Tabs are defined by the following method. Here we are given the syntax of the method: wide add tab string str component group. Str is the title for that particular tab, that means folder name. Whatever the folder you want to add to that tabbed pane, that folder name specified with the str object. And comp, it is a component that should be added to the tab. Typically, JPanel or subclass of it is added. JPanel are added to the generally as a component. The general procedure to use the tabbed pane in an applet is, here we are specifying create the JTabbedPane object, call that add tab, that means to add the tab to the pane. After that, repeat this step. How many types of folders you want? till that many times, repeat that step and add that folders to the particular one, and in every folder give the name by using the str, and after that folder contents are whatever the component you are adding, that contents will displayed on that particular folder. When you are selecting that particular folder within the tabbed pane, then it displays the contents of that one. So added table pane to the content pane of the applet. So this is about the table pan. This is also one type of component. Next we are going for the scroll pans. A scroll pan is a component that represents the rectangular area in which the component may be viewed. Horizontal or vertical scroll bars are may be provided if necessary. So whenever you are reading the contents or PDF files more than the one page, then automatically scroll pans will display. If it is more than the A4 size, then also horizontal scroll pans and vertical scroll pans both are displayed. To create that type of component, we are using the scroll pan component. So it is scroll pan component is implemented in Swing by the JScrollPan class, which extends the one more time we are specifying, which extends the predefined class of J component. So to create this scroll pans, here are the constructors are there, some constructors. In that first constructor is JScrollPan component. In second type of constructor we are specifying vertical information and horizontal information. In third scroll pan we are specifying the component as well as vertical and horizontal. Here component is added to the scroll pan, and VSB and HSB are the constants. Define the vertical and horizontal scroll bars for this scroll pan. So these constants are defined by the scroll pan constants. So we said HSB and VSB, which are used as parameters in the constructors of the scroll pan, that are constants. What are the constants defined by the scroll pan constants are? Here we are giving four type of scroll pan constants interface is there. Horizontal scroll bar always, horizontal scroll bar as needed, horizontal scroll bar always, vertical scroll bar always, vertical scroll bar as needed. According to the user requirement, he may select any type of constant. That means only if you require the horizontal, then specify the horizontal scroll bar always. Otherwise, if the content is more than the particular displayed size, then only if you want to display that horizontal scroll bar, then go for the horizontal scroll bar as needed. Third one is the vertical scroll bar always. So if you are selecting this, automatically it will go for that. If the content is more than one page, automatically scroll bar will display. Otherwise, you can specify as needed also, fourth type of constant also. Whenever the content is more than that, then only it will display. If you specify horizontal vertical scroll bar always, horizontal scroll bar always, if the content is more than the one page or not, then also that will display. If you specify horizontal scroll bar as needed and vertical scroll bar as needed, then according to the content, according to the size of that container, if it is required, then only that will display. So here are the steps to follow to use the scroll pan in an applet is, these are the steps. First, create the J component object. After that, create the J scroll pan object. Add that scroll pan to the content pan of the applet. Like this, you can create scroll pans in the applet. First, create the object for the J component, predefined class. After that, create the object for particular scroll pan object. By using the constructors, you can write that code. Within that, we can specify, you can select these constants, any one of the constants. After that, add that component to the content pane. Add that component, scroll pan component to the content pane of the applet. Then it will display. So this is about the scroll pan constants. Next one is the trees. So trees is data model, tree model. By default is the tree model type of. Trees are two types. Trees are tree model. Whatever the data is specified in the tree model, by default it is a tree model. We are whatever the components we are selecting, whatever the contents we are adding, that will as like get child count, get index of child, get root, is leaf. Selection model is tree selection model. Weave, tree cell render, it displays like the tree only. So that is the tree component information. Next one is the tables. Table is a component that displays in rows and columns of the data. You can drag the cursor or column on column boundaries to resize the columns. You can also drag a column to a new position. Tables are implemented by the component of JTable class, and which extends the predefined class of J component. So for this constructor is object data in a two-dimensional array and object column heads. How many columns, if you want to specify that, you can specify that one. Here data is the two-dimensional array type of information to be presented, and column heads is a one-dimensional array with the column headings. Here first parameter is data is represented in two-dimensional type of array. For columns head, if you want to specify the column head, that we are specified with the one-dimensional array. To add this table to the applet, once again we need to follow the steps here whatever specified. First create the JTable object, after that create the JScrollPan object and add that table to the scroll pan, and scroll pan is added to the content pan of the applet, then it will display. This is about the table component. These are all swing components. So whenever you are reading that differences between the AWT components and swing components, whatever the components covered in this today's video, within that few of not covered in the AWT, because these are the powerful type of components which are covered only within the swing package, like JTable, JScrollPan, JTables, JTrees, scroll pans. These are all tabled pans. These are all not available in AWT. These are all powerful component which are covered in swing package only. That's why swing is the powerful package. So this is about the remaining swing components which are not covered in the overview of swing components video. So by this, swing components are over, and this lecture is given by Swapna. Thank you.